Hello mates, let's eat. Hello Huckle Chuckle minions. Today we're going to cook a little shepherd's pie for you both. Today we're going to make a shepherd's pie. I know what you're thinking. I know you think that sounds really bloody boring, but it's not boring because it's going to be really delicious and you're going to enjoy it and it's going to be tasty. And after a nice muddy, wintry Sunday walk, it's the best thing to come home to. And it will take a little bit longer than normal, but it's going to be very good and it's going to be very worth it and you're going to enjoy it. And let's go. We're going to start by adding some oil and some butter. Now this might look like a lot of everything, and I guess it is, but I'm also making it for quite a few people. We're going to add the carrot, cook it for a few minutes, and then we're going to add some celery to that as well. We're going to add some salt to this, just a pinch. We're going to sweat this down for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to add some more deliciousness. So I'm going to add 2 Star Anise and about 5 or 6 cloves now. You won't really taste this, but it adds a certain like umami and depth, and it just makes it super delicious basically. So don't be scared of it. Get it in. So you may notice that this recipe is slightly odd and unusual and has some different ingredients, and that's because it is a low Fodmap recipe. And you might be thinking, what the hell is a low Fodmap recipe? And if you don't know, you don't need to know. You're a very lucky person to not have to know what that is. My girlfriend is doing a low Fodmap diet at the moment, and we made this the other day, and it was incredibly tasty. So I thought I'm gonna show all of you guys as well. We're gonna have three bay leaves, and we're gonna add some thyme. I'm gonna leave the thyme whole on the stem, or the stalk, or whatever you call it. What do you call it? Sprig? And we'll take the sprig out at the end, so you won't eat it. Choppity chop chop. Apparently, if you're on a low Fodmap diet, you can't have green pepper. Looks real nice. Always the peace sign. I think it's just a natural thing. Like, oh, I feel a bit awkward. So those peppers have been in about 5 minutes now. Now we're going to add some tomato puree, some sun-dried and vine-ripened tomato paste. Also some sweet smoked paprika, and yeah, that's it. Cook all the pastes out for about 5 minutes. Otherwise it can taste a little bit tinny, so it's nice to cook it out and then you won't get that tinny taste. And then we're going to add some vegetarian Worcestershire sauce and some porcini mushrooms that I've just soaked in a bit of water. And it's in my old camping mug that I used to have when I was, Jesus that's hot, when I was young, when I was about 8. We used to go to France and I used to drink all sorts of hot chockies out of that. So you just saw that I added the porcini mushroom broth. I've reserved the mushrooms because they're quite big. So I'm going to chop them up and then add them back into the mix. I love this mug. Is it weird to be nostalgic about a mug? I'm going to add these porcini mushrooms in now. Apparently I was supposed to wash them according to Mike. Apparently it's going to be really gritty. But I don't care mate, bit of grit is extra flavour if you ask me. Gonna grate, smells real good. We're going to grate 4 big juicy tomatoes in there. And we're trying not to get the skin in basically. You'll find that the skin's basically ungratable. Yeah, grate it in. This is bloody knackering. Oh! So now those tomatoes in, we're going to add lentils. And we're going to add a bit of stock. I've got some stock powder. And then we're just going to add some hot water to it. We've basically added everything for the sauce now, apart from a few things we're going to add at the end. We're going to let it sit for 20 minutes now with the lid on, then we're going to do 5 minutes with the lid off. And just have a look at the recipe below because it'll have all the amounts and stuff like that. And I think this is for 8 people, so all the Fodmap stuff for 8 people will be correct. Peace. Larry, the lid's going on. 20 minutes later. We've been cooking for 20 minutes and then we've had the lid off for 5. And now we're going to take out some of the old sprigs and leaves that are in there, the thyme and the bay leaf stuff. So we'll fish that out and then we'll add some more stuff in. It's like the search for the holy grail in here. I mean, what I found. Looky what I found. Now we're going to add the petit pois and the French beans, the petit beans, and the feta. Look at the state of that, mate. Look at the state of it. Who knew low Fodmap could actually be delicious? Might have seen my belly shaking there, but that's the correct technique. Don't use a spoon. Give it a shake. Okay, I'm going to add my mash on top here. I haven't showed you how to make the mash, but the recipe's in the information, and I'm pretty sure most people know how to make mash. But if you don't, leave a comment below and I'll show you how to make it. I've left my skins on my potatoes because I read the other day that if you take the skins off, you lose 60% of the nutritional value of potatoes. And as you can see, I'm all about the nutritional value. Now I'm going to top this mash with a little bit of this delicious mixture, which is actually just hot water and Marmite. And I'm just going to brush it on. Drizzle the oil straight on. And then we're going to bang it in the oven for 25 minutes at 220. Look at the state of that, mate. Bubbling and juicy and delicious. And you see how I've done the potato, it's all gone all nice and crispy. Let me see if I can get in there. Listen to that, mate. No sloppy potato where I'm from, son. All right, let's get a portion done. And then we're gonna get our chief taste tester to come in. So that's it, guys, it's all done. It's my a bit different low Fodmap cottage pie. It's really delicious and it's worth giving it a go. We're now going to get my taste tester, taste tester, and the reason that we're doing low Fodmap in the first place, Kelly, to give it a go. Here she is.
Hello.
Give it a go. What do you think?
It looks delicious.
It does look delicious.
I'm very ready.
What have you got to say for yourself about low Fodmap?
Has been a challenge, but it's good when you have Finn who makes delicious
Challenge
things.
for who? Challenge for me. Ready? Ready for the shower of compliments, guys?
Very, very good.
There you go.
Very delicious.
You heard it here first.
Crunchy, yummy, delicious.
She's watched a few videos, hasn't she?